So today, I think it would be good to honor Dr. John Cheng. He was the doctor during the Taiwanese church shooting at Laguna Woods. He's the guy who actually went and tackled the shooter.
Oh my God.
And they were able to subdue the shooter because of him.
Wow.
He's also the only guy that died.
Yo, dude, I heard that the whole church, once that happened, just for that second, they were able to like dogpile, and then they fucking like they hogtied him
with extension cords.
Yeah, with extension cords.
They thought they moved fast.
He saved everyone's life in there.
Yeah, because they were able to take the 2 guns off of him, off that guy.
Are they're Taiwanese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Taiwanese politics?
Oh, don't they like
They start hitting me, fighting me.
Oh, is that the one where they're like banging?
Throw down.
They
So
scrap?
they probably had experience from that already. So the minute they felt conflict, they're like, "Oh, this is fucking easy."
I was wondering, like, who knows how to hogtie people? But that's not common knowledge thing. Yeah.
The Taiwanese, you'll see guys pick up chairs and throw it across the room.
And a guy actually did that. Nice. One guy actually threw a chair.
This is from experience.
Yeah, seriously.
And that's not even. I'm not even kidding. Like that really happened.
Which Taiwanese martial art is this? Like chair throwing, parliament, Taiwanese parliament.
But yeah, they were able to subdue him, and all of the victims, I believe, that were shot were like between the ages of like 60 and something. Like all like.
Even the shooter was like hella old. He's like 68 or something like that.
Does this say what? Did they release what the conflict was?
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's fucking
he's a
wild.
Vegas resident that grew up in Taiwan, but he's a mainland Chinese that grew up in Taiwan, and then he had this hate toward Taiwanese
They
people.
treat mainland
Oh.
China people
So-
a little differently.
Yeah, because they're less than.
There's a.
No, but like, yeah, I thought like he had a conflict with someone at church. And, like,
No, he doesn't even
know, like,
know anybody
How
there.
come you don't set up chairs? Like, I'm gonna go shoot everybody. You know what I
That
mean?
fool drove from Vegas.
Yeah.
He didn't even know anyone there, and he basically like ate their potluck, hung out with them for a couple of hours, and then that fool super glued like the doors.
Oh my
and
God.
then locked them up, and then he started his fucking shooting.
Did he just choose a random church, or he had like a special?
Seems like because he told them that he had been there before. He's like, I've been to this church, but all of the longtime parishioners of that church were like, we don't know this dude. And you know, it's pretty easy to know who goes to your church if that's your church.
Especially if they're that old.
Yeah.
I bet he was a little weird.
Yeah, even if someone comes in like once or twice, you know, oh yeah, that guy came.
In Taiwan, if you're not from Taiwan, there's like a foreigner word that's kind of derogatory.
What is it?
Weisennen. So it's like saying like gaijin, right? Is that in Japanese? Yeah, it's like that.
Okay. Outsider.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, this guy's not from here. There's like a. So
But it's not, gaijin's not derogatory.
Oh, this one's a little bit derogatory.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's because Taiwanese has no one to oppress, so they oppress everyone they can.
Because for the longest time they were oppressed.
They don't think they're a country. That's why.
Yeah. See, other than the doctor was pretty much the guy who saved the day. 5 other people got wounded.
What I didn't get is like this dude, he hate like I guess they're saying that it was racially motivated or like hate motivated. They're calling it a hate crime because he hated Taiwanese people. Right. But he basically spent
same
most of his
motherfucker.
life in Taiwan. But he was mad about the recent tensions between China and Taiwan. And I'm like, what makes you fucking think that going into a Taiwanese church is gonna stop Taiwan? Like Taiwan's gonna look at this and they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, you're right. You're so right.
We'll be China.
We'll be China."
On top of that, they're shooting Americans. Like,
Exactly.
They're not even like Taiwanese. Like,
In Taiwan are expensive, so like I feel like
You're trying to save some money.
yeah, and you can't take guns, probably.
It's just a market manipulation.
I mean, this is no different than like the crazy crackheads that are punching Asian grandmas, thinking that that's gonna stop COVID or whatever. It's like the fuck. This is crazy.
I think it's no different from any demonstration that's not directly tackling your adversary. Like you're not like if you Taiwan nor China are gonna look at any outside example and go, we'll consider that in our next political like talks. Like no, they don't give a shit. Like if you want to take down China, you have to directly take down China. Like you're not gonna take them down in America.
that was acting like he's shooting like Taiwanese ambassadors or something.
Exactly. It's like no, you're gonna go after the most vulnerable.
And they're U.S. citizens.
Yeah.
And they fucked his
Did
ass up.
the doctor take like a bunch of gunshots?
I don't know how many shots he took.
That's seriously like brave stuff. Because like if someone came to my church, and like I usually sit in the back because that's where all the cool people sit.
Yeah.
So like I'd probably be one of the first like the targets, right? Yeah. Well, then that's what I would do. Is like as soon as I heard something, like I'd be gone. And then I thought I saw Walter. Nah, he just took off. Like,
He left a while ago.
yeah, and so like for this guy's mental like state to be like, I'm gonna go hit him first.
Yeah.
Like that wouldn't even cross my
Super
mind.
gangster.
That's gangster.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, do you think this chair would like stop the bullets? Nah, play it.
You think you'll see
you
me?
need to run. Like I think running would be better. Like that's what would go through my mind.
seriously. It's hard to imagine yourself in that situation where you would like jump a gunman, you know?
Yeah.
Pointing an active gun at you.
And it said that the doctor he knew martial arts as well, like he was probably the more capable.
Not the one that could catch bullets, apparently.
He needs to learn from Remo Williams.
Are there any martial arts that are bullet specific?
Yeah, join my academy, dude.
Remo
Williams, he learned from this Korean dude. Technically, he was a white guy, but he had the and then he taught him how to dodge bullets. It's because you have to hear the tendons in the finger pulling, and then he would.
Yes.
He would. You never saw Remo Williams? That was a great documentary.
Rip Fred Ward.
Yeah, there were several installations.
Yeah,
of that.
dude. Oh, it was great. But the Korean guy played by the white guy is amazing.
best Korean depiction.
His accent was actually decent. It wasn't good.
yeah?
It was just decent. It was a mixture of Chinese and Korean. Oh, but yeah.
What happened to all the martial arts studios that are ran by white guys that pretend to be Asian? Like, did they all disappear?
I think they're all just closer to the Midwest now.
Oh. Or McDojo ousted them all.
I know.
I think they transitioned to MMA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because honestly, if I walked into like a Taekwondo studio and the master was white, I'd walk right back out.
Yeah.
It's just like if you guys have kids and your son goes to a basketball camp and it's run by a Korean dude, you'd be like, what's this? You're gonna walk out.
NBA? No?
You're
All
gonna
right
walk,
then.
yeah, you're gonna walk right out. Did you even play high school ball?
Yeah.
Oh, junior high? Okay, cool. Yeah, whatever. I think it's one of those.
The coach is like 5'2", and you're like, nah, bro. Nah.
I think it's so like, and then if a Korean dude opens a Taekwondo studio and he might suck, but he's Korean, more
It's
people are-
authentic.
Yeah, they're gonna go to him. They feel authentic,
And you go, he's not a player anymore, he's a coach now.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why he sucks.
What if
Yeah.
it's a Mexican guy?
Yeah, no.
But you'll eat Korean food by a Mexican guy.
Exactly. So here's the thing with Mexicans. That's great. They don't want to own businesses because like I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to stress about it, which is a great philosophy to have, right? So Koreans, Chinese, whoever, Japanese, they can entrust Mexicans and teach them how to make everything.
That's true.
You're not gonna have Juan's Korean barbecue. No one's gonna go.
Oh, like on the
Yeah,
on
even
the
though
header.
Juan makes all the Korean barbecue and makes it
And
awesome,
kills it. Yeah.
no one's gonna go.
They never want to backstab you and open across the street.
Yeah, they'll never
Don't
do
hire
it.
no Chinese because they'll learn everything and then open up a restaurant.
They do that currently. They'll buy into a Korean franchise, a restaurant. They'll learn everything. They'll nix the franchise deal, and they'll in the same location open up again under a new name.
You know what is happening though, which is sort of like a lateral ballsy move, is most of the Japanese food trucks are owned by Mexicans.
Oh, that's smart.
That's like a little side hack.
What's a Japanese food truck?
Any of those
The teppanyaki ones?
teppanyaki trucks.
Oh.
Some of them do like a fusion though. Like I've seen a couple that are like hibachi, but they also like it's a Mexican fusion thing. So I'm like, that's another way to put
Trucks
it.
are their thing though. They started that shit.
Yeah.
They're pretty
How
freaking.
Japanese is teppanyaki?
I don't even know what that is.
The
Hibachi grill stuff.
And they put...
That's all you're doing. Just
and then the fucking
Onion volcano. Yeah. I've never been. Is it worth it?
That's Steve Aoki's dad. He's the one that made that shit.
Yeah, you should go.
It's not even Japanese.
I want to go. I want to check it out. I want them to
performance
fucking...
art made by, I think it's Steve Aoki's dad that invented all that.
Rocky.
You can throw a
Richard
stick into your
Aoki.
mouth.
Yeah.
I want a shrimp in my mouth. Yeah.
they don't do all
I'm sure
that.
that's
in the
not all you
truck.
want, though. Yeah.
Can you imagine they do it from the truck.
Everyone's standing outside.
You're driving next to it.
Squeezing the vodka in the mouth. They shoot that shit in your fucking face.